Um, alright. I'm in front of Antonin Cataruzza's home, where I am still, now I've lost any home that I ever was able to afford for myself by working like a fucking land slave in New York, without any league. There's no club seal in New York, period. If there was, I think somebody took a sledgehammer to the seal's head and then clubbed all of the representatives. There's no such thing. I am the Yeti. Yeti. Only thing left in America and in New York that is slightly intel. The rest, I don't know what you did. For prefects and perfect. Now, I don't even know where to go with this, because when I am in my daily diagnostics, I will cut the air and make a motion for myself, a notion, like a human note, to come up in my area of expertise elsewhere with Niklaus, but, or if that's what name, if I'm Nicole, he's Niklaus, that's just what we're going with, although he's a genetic marker that I like to scar myself with human children, since I'm the mother, meaning the master of other, and I'm also the fat her that he likes to vater father, which Spracha and Base should understand between the SS and the SE on that one. You see, the problem is, human, the mutiny on the bounty comes by many forms. The mute, that they quiet you. Then there's the ones that stay quiet purposely. And then there's the ones that just disconnect the dial-up connection completely, and then they don't function quite as well. Right, so now, which way did we go on? Is the defense, like the Don, does he get off of your U.S. somebody specials? Because we know on the land we're the shitheads. Right, we're the shit that doesn't matter. Got that. Okay, so I'm on the Fidelis with the shit that doesn't matter to the somebody specials on the ships that just know everything. Right, got that. And then you talk to your family members. They update you on what the dialectic in the diarrhea is speaking. Then you have somebody board your U.S. somebody special who thinks he's somebody special. And then you have a ministry conversation. You exchange diarrhea, dialectic, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And nobody gives a shit. The specifics. We're doing a general hello, right, for God. Yeah, she's listening. Right. So then you get the somebody special who goes and meets with the somebody special full-time that don't really get to interact with the real world. They live on like happily ever after, whatever they're given, and they were whatever. Right, yeah, no, we're still in the shitheads on the land. That's where I was born. That's where there's somebody specials who knew better on the ships. And then the guys who entered the ships to get the information that then go back to the land to pretend to run something for God only knows who. Actually, God doesn't even know who. Right, got that. Okay, so that's how the monkey operation works in You Fucked Up. I was given a shithead, hard knocks with some sledgehammers. They clubbed all my seals. There's nothing here. I owe you nothing except a very high tax bill for leaving me represented on the Fidelis without a single security officer, a single seal, a single ministry member, a single don, a single one. There's been nobody. I am the, like, owner. I mean, there is an owner of black magic. I know you don't think these things. There's a one man, one woman. That is he and I. We put you together, humans, with an organization we thought you could handle. Then we have to handle with some of the top tier, the handling of just below that. Right, so I got thrown from Happily Never After in the AQUAMARINE, where the Marines are on the U.S. somebody special, respectful men, and then they look over, and then we put our lights on under the water as it comes up, and it's like this green, yellow, aquamarine, beautiful color, and then it gets very bright. Yeah, then you're gonna need special shades on that one. Right, yeah, got it. Okay, so that's where I come from. I'm that pearl that belongs on that ship. That's my vessel. Big deal between a vessel and a ship, because U.S. somebody specials are on a ship. S-H-I-P. It floats in the water like a boat. Right, mine is a little more controlled of a movement, and it is a vessel. V-E-S-S-I-L-E. D'accord? Are we good? Great. Okay, so now I am born on the nobody gives a shithead side of the equation. And we have staff members that float on ships because they're somebody special. We told them that. They're respectful guys. Yeah, until you prove us otherwise. And then we have the ministry guys that go back and forth. Another very respectful profession. Used to be, yeah. But we are recalibrating everything at the moment based on the level of darkness, not in skin color, but the dim lights, the horses when they walk and they get the shades and then that's what this looks like. Okay, so now the shitheads in New York, being everybody that was born before me and during me being here with no help from the staff that knows things, because we left them in a somebody special position expecting big things from them, right? Boy, do you not let a girl down. There's one in me. Right, okay, so now, I mean, it really does speak for itself. It's mundane. I'm the Dane. I'm not looking to incite riots. I just want the ones of you. And then this is the other thing. Like, the left washes the right's hand like you need to in order to do this. Right. But in this case, I have one somebody special on this side of the water, one somebody special on this side of the water. They can shake their hands. And that's wonderful, but what happens when it's not what the management above your level needs or wants? Because we happen to know just one. I know the front to back ladies. Right, yeah, no, those are the lads, L-A-D. Right, if I got two lads, front to back, that's like a father, son, stalactite, stalagmite. Right, yeah, it's a rolling genetic project here on Earth, right? Okay, so I know what the grandpas did. I know what the dads did. And I'm trying to help the sons in the next version of This Is Human. Right? Yeah, great. Okay, so I'm trying to work out you not looking so useless on dry land. Right, so now this is what, so the front to back laddies, right, I mean it's spelled ladies, but don't get crazy, I know you got 7 holes, right, and the extra magic dart wand of electrons. Great, okay, so that's your part in Super Somebody Special. Now I then have Sigma wings that go left and right because you're not the only generation of somebody specials. Right, there's other ships with other somebody specials. I mean, there's a whole catalog of who the hell you all are. I have no idea. I don't have the page-by-page manual. Right. Did any of those, don't they have to have like a registry on the U.S. somebody specials, right? Anybody just make a ship and then just paint on the side of it, their whatever, and the other captains are going, or admirals going, I don't, did you go to that meeting? Because how did that one, who do we, what's the ministry saying? Right. Oh, that is an interesting. I mean, the Pearl is out of the sea. We forgot to pick her up. Now we're seeing vessels and ships that aren't registered with the U.S. Somebody Special League, right? We know that in her area there are no club seals that are picking up they're hitting a busy signal, right? Yeah, nobody's answering that intelligent things, right? Got that. So now what do we do? Who's running the show? I'm just curious because I got a Lucy Lou, right? I mean, I got Lewis, and that's like the toilet dad of nobody. I mean, it's not even, I mean, it's a human, whatever. It's a mannequin human problem. Right, so now what do I do as the only Lucy Lou, the Lieutenant Lucy Lou, who's looking for her wants somebody special, right? And then, like, do I speak back to the bad dad? Do you want me to stand up to the bad? Okay, so now I stood up to the bad dad and it still won't listen and do what I say. Now what? Right now, am I showing the good dads, the respectful ones? Am I showing them that I'm disrespectful? I don't want to do that. I don't want to upset the chain of command. Right, this is very difficult because there's nobody to ask these questions to. In your stupidville of, did you forget to pick up the baby? Well, yeah, it looks that way, right? Yeah, it's gonna smart when she calls back, 'cause it doesn't always, right? And then if I got a Don Juan doing Red Sox where they're beating the kids' feet until they're bloody red on one side of the equation, but my Don on the other side of the equation is listening to me, and he's like the Sergey of like the maestro you wish you could duplicate in massive quantity and have everybody like him. Not like the other guy won over in the crazy insanity. Like, how do I get rid of that and never have that programmed into a human attachment ever again? Yeah, that was one of my requirements in Maestros and whatever. Well, you're letting me just lay here as if I'm non important, so I will speak to you as how unimportant you have become to my project. Right, okay. So now, right, I'm not taking Red Sox credit. I wanted to take that mentality of mental case and delete it from programming completely. I don't find a very good use for that type of calisthenics. Right, I own the Olympics, got it, right? When I was born, when Antonin in 1910 or 11 was born, there was nothing of sports medicine. In fact, there was not even baseball leagues. Then there was a baseball league in New York. By the time Lewis was born, something called football was not popular, but it was played. And then, let's see, in my lifetime, it was like, poof, all these useless sports things making all this money of, you are really the dumbest fucking culture. I mean, like, there is no culture, there is no smarts, there is no anything worth keeping. If it all dies today and you put me back in my vessel, I will be the happiest lady alive. Because why would you paint with my paintbrush this? I didn't say this was okay. We have to approve from Vessel. We have to approve what's going to be in the future to make sure it's safe and something that we'd want to visit. We wouldn't want for you what we wouldn't enjoy ourselves. And this is disgusting. I mean, you have done nothing but electronically dart somebody else's territory in the union that is only Vessel approved between he and I. You gave me two non-union approved men of American non-standard or whatever and let them have children with me. What the fuck is wrong with you? Vessel didn't approve it. I didn't approve it. There was no like agreement at all